I've done outpatient therapy in the past, and you get one view of the child. So kid comes in, I hate my parents, I hate my school, I hate all this stuff. That's all I get as an outpatient therapist. But with our program, you get all these different views. So a kid might come in and say, hey, I hate, school right now, it's awful. But I can then go talk with the team teacher or whoever it is and go, how do you see them in class? And okay, well, let's talk about what we can do differently to help reach this kid. So it's nice because I get different aspects of it. The other part that's nice is I can have a kid that comes into therapy and says and does all the right things. A lot of these kids have been around the block a number of times, so they know what to say in therapy. But what's nice is I got eyes and ears that are going to be able to see what's going on with kid when they're outside of therapy. So they might come in and talk a good talk, but outside of therapy, they're doing something else. And I've got people who are going to let me know that. So it helps me be able to be more real with the kids and say, hey, you got to just check this out. Like, you're saying this stuff with me, but over here you're doing this. That doesn't really work, That's probably what was going on at home. You acted one way in front of your parents and another way, and that's part of why you're here. One of my specialties is ADHD and executive functioning. What I learned in the process is kids with ADHD and executive functioning experience a lot of little T traumas. Teachers who are saying that they're smart, but they're just not trying hard enough. Kids that struggle with their interactions with their friends. They don't have any friends by the middle of the class year because they burnt them all out because of their behavior. And so all that stuff leaves a traumatic impact on the kids. And so, part of what I do is help them understand, like, hey, your brain just is working differently than a lot of other kids. And it doesn't mean that you're not smart and you're not capable of doing all these things, but it's tough because your brain is working against you a lot of times. So we got to help you learn how to work through this right now while you're a teenager, and helping them really process, like, hey, these situations in my past that happened, they do affect how I'm feeling right now. And as they are able to process through those things, there starts to be a shift in how they feel about themselves, and it tends to weigh less on them. Working with kids that are struggling, kids that are, in pain and hurting, and families that are in pain and hurting, and helping them get to a place where they can get past that and be able to remember why they're a family, or, be able to find who they are and not just feel like they're their problems. That's an awesome experience to be part of that transformation.